it would have been better if he would have used their cadence.
Yeah,
you know,
it was Drake rapping.
Yeah, because I heard Drake rapping in Tupac's voice.
Where's the beef? That's continued
everywhere.
Yeah. It's been another exciting weekend or week of beef. We've got 𝐀𝐄𝐄 versus Chris Brown.
Yeah,
they've released a couple tracks, and then Kanye West has decided to enter the fold for whatever reason.
And I guess the Drake AI track.
Drake decided to bring Tupac and Snoop into the fray.
And it was brought to my attention. I'm not 100% certain this is the case or not, but I thought Taylor Swift released a diss song.
Yeah, she's dissing Kim and Kanye too.
That's so off my radar.
So what I heard about that was that she politely just said like it wasn't really a diss. It was more so just kind of like addressing Kim Kardashian, saying we can be bigger than this or something. I don't know.
And she also said something about her being upset that her kids are listening to this particular song, not knowing that it's about her.
Oh well, I don't know.
Yeah, Taylor Swift has kids.
No.
Kim's kids. Okay.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of beef in these streets. You got pop beef, you got rap beef, you got R&B beef. Yeah, it's messy out here.
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's just get to
Kim
this.
Kardashian loses 100,000 followers after Taylor Swift diss.
Oh, okay.
Kim Kardashian has, quote, moved on from Taylor Swift feud. Doesn't care. Okay, well.
She sounds like you.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah.
Okay, because I got a call first thing on Saturday morning about literally shout DJ Lockstar. He's like, "Have you heard it?" And I was like, "Heard what?" And it was about the AI situation.
Yeah.
Now, I've kind of already tipped my hand and let people know I thought it was remarkably corny. But brother to the night, what say you?
I agree. It's creative.
It's funny.
Yeah, but
kinda.
But at the same time, like, I don't think he has anything else to really say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
his whole diss was just, I think I even made a post about it. The only thing he said was like, you haven't responded, and like something else. It's like, that's all that this is.
Hiding?
Yeah, it's like, all right.
Imagine that. So what's mad weird about that is now he has to hurry up and respond.
Yeah.
A day after you finally acknowledge that this was your diss song and put it out with the little shoe size label and whatever in reference to the Big Steppers. I think it was kind of clever that he used the AI Tupac and Snoop Dogg verse, but it wasn't anything that stings though.
Yeah.
It didn't have any weight to it as far as this is about to make me jump out of the window and say something to you.
It was cute, man. That's all it was.
Yeah,
it was cute.
Yeah.
But you got people in a tizzy.
No, for sure.
Yeah, people in a tizzy saying he's up 1,000 now because he dropped 2 songs.
Well,
and
you gotta think about it, man. There stands on both sides. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
There are people that just automatically going to side with Drake because he's Drake. He happens to be the bigger artist or the person with the most money. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, that's really his only play is the big money talk, and that's what was happening on the first diss. You know what I mean? So
I don't know. To me, like, and maybe I'm biased in this because I'm not a stan of either, but I prefer Kendrick's music. But I don't consider myself a Kendrick stan. But to me, this isn't even close. Like, if Drake legitimately dropped diss tracks that were like actually great in that manner, I'd be like, oh, Drake got him. Drake has pop fans and people that don't listen to hip hop music. And I know Kendrick does too, but more hip hop fans, I think, that are like underground heads, if you want to call them that, would listen to Kendrick more than Drake.
Yeah.
So
you would think.
And so with that, you would also think that most of the people that are like defending Kendrick in this aren't really defending Kendrick from a Kendrick point of view. They're defending Kendrick from a hip hop point of view. That's what I would guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I would kind of agree with you on that too. But I think the problem is, for some reason, a lot of the people that are standing or on Drake's side seem to think that everybody that likes Kendrick is this woke, super backpack individual that doesn't like anything but conscious music. Which is far from the truth.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, there's not anything wrong with it. But what
I know
the problem is is
That's
you're pretty
the
much
framing,
showing your hand at this point, because just because somebody likes Kendrick doesn't mean that they're all the way into backpacking conscious music. It's almost like they're upset that you like things that kind of stimulate your point of view or thought process, so to speak, because music is meant to be fun and it's also meant to be thought provoking, I think, in the same token. So I can like both sides of it.
Yeah.
But I can also point out the right and wrong and why this isn't better than that. Because again, said this last week, Kendrick's is still number one. It's still being played every single day.
On the radio,
in the
club, in the cars.
And it's still the most memorable verse out of all of these beef tracks.
What was the graphic that I saw? And it could be bull, but I saw a graphic that said like it was like Drake at the top and then all Taylor Swift below that. Is that just a fake graphic? Did you guys see that too?
It's got to be fake.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, because Taylor Swift, nobody's below Taylor Swift.
And that's like a double album.
Yeah.
So she might have the top 15, 20 songs coming
That's
out
what
next
it
week.
looked. That's what it looked like. So,
Yeah.
has her album even dropped yet? I don't even know.
It came out on Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Okay.
That's why Drake was trying to say that Kendrick is scared and it doesn't want to drop because Taylor dropped. So
that's stupid.
He's respecting Taylor because he's a pop star and he doesn't want to drop the same time as her because she's pretty much his new top dog, so to speak.
But he did the same thing, which he acknowledged.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
yeah, that's still corny.
But that's
though.
the thing.
Saying I gotta holler at
you worried about
holler at her to drop something.
You worried about you? I don't think anybody. If this is a battle and you worried about chart positions, then that's how you know this is some manufactured foolishness.
Yeah. This just goes to show how deep in the pop game you are. If you're worried about when she's dropping. And you're even mentioning it, saying that the only person that can come outside before I do is her. Because if you're really on this hip hop, you don't care about who drops on that day. I mean, you had battles, the Kanye and 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who sell the most albums battle. That was all hip hop. That had nothing to do with pop. I mean, it was a pop situation as far as popularity is concerned.
50 got smoked in that too.
He did, but he still did very well. Because this is back in the time where we were selling albums.
Yeah, you had to buy.
You were buying. But this is what's crazy. Like, of course, Taylor Swift is going to stream like crazy, but they're selling her record at Costco. And this is either genius and capitalism all at the same time. Maybe you understand your audience and how much money they have. Like, she's got 4 different versions of the album as far as the cover, and each one has a different exclusive track on it. So there are some Swifties out there that are going to go out and buy all 4.
I'm not mad at that. To me, that's just smart.
Yeah, if you got the fan base that's got the money to do it, God bless Taylor Swift. She's figured out the game.
No, that is, and even to the point about even if Kendrick does have, let's say, a project or something that he's going to do, I'm not going to say a diss track. It's normal to want to not drop your album on the same date as a major artist release. That is normal. Yeah. And
chart positions get moved all the time because of things like this.
It's like Taylor Swift is so major in so many ways, bigger than probably, I don't know if she's bigger than Drake.
She is.
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah.
She's probably the biggest star out.
Because her fans buy her music.
That's fair. That's a good point. But
their kids.
Yeah.
But she's definitely bigger than Kendrick, I would say.
Yeah, but I don't think that they really have the same fans, though.
No, I don't.
So it doesn't even really matter.
Well, once you get into the pop realm, I think that's where it kind of overlaps a little bit. Yeah. So if I was Kendrick, and I knew that Taylor Swift was going to drop an album on the Friday, and I was dropping an album, I would probably wait to the next Friday just because I'm not an idiot. Like it just makes sense.
Yeah,
it's not
dropping. I'm coming outside.
I'm not,
because I'm me personally. I know whatever I drop is not going to resonate with Taylor Swift fans anyway.
It might have a little bit. Honestly, it's probably all manufactured nonsense, anyways. Because to your point,
because of the streaming numbers.
It's just. But I mean, realistically, there's probably very little overlap in the two. But and this has been a thing for a very long time, and it goes all the way back to the days of when people were actually buying physical merchandise, and people don't really do that anymore. So it's like. It's not like you have somebody walking up to the record store being like, well, I got $25. I can buy one album. I'm going to choose Taylor Swift this week. That's not what it is. It's like, well, how much time do I have to spend on Taylor's? And then I can go listen to Kendrick's. Like, it's different.
Mm-hmm. My thing is, if you're in a heated battle, why does any of that matter? If we actually talking about skill.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It shouldn't.
And it's supposed to be your music against mine. The verses that you've been putting up talking about me against mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, Nas and Jay-Z weren't talking about Britney Spears and the Backstreet Boys during their time of going at each other. So, yeah, that's whack, man. It just goes to show way more.
They were talking about moving units, though. Well, Jay was.
I mean, they was talking about moving units, but he also referenced all hip-hop artists.
I mean, ultimately, what we are looking at right now is kind of Jay-Z versus Nas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Drake being Jay-Z and Kendrick being Nas.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
So, who wants to smack the kufi off of Kendrick?
Yeah. It ain't gonna be Drake.
You know, and with all this,
and I hate even saying this stuff because I don't really dislike Drake.
Yeah.
It just is one of them things where
you going against my guy.
Yeah, you're going against my guy. And you remind me of the dude that wanted to be cool in high school and wanted to be hood and you weren't. And they started accepting you and you took it too far.
Yeah.
And now you are stuck outside and you got to keep paying all these people that are protecting you and still act like you tough. Because that's what's going on, man. He talks about how Kendrick has to pay all of these people in his splits. But what about the money that you have to pay Jay Prince to protect you every time something happens? Because that's not in any contract. This just, you get on the phone with him, he will send me $1 million, $2. I can make that go away.
Yeah.
Streets.
You know? So
yeah,
he should probably pump his brakes on that talk.
And did y'all know anybody like that who tried to move into more, and you were like, I know your daddy has a good job and you know, y'all are in Jack and Jill, like you are not street, sir.
Quite a few.
Yeah, man. Yeah, a whole lot. A lot of them ended up trying to stick their foot in the street water and drowned, unfortunately. So it can get real out there. But I mean, Drake is protected, so of course that's not going to happen to him, but he's still paying for that protection. And then he had the nerve to use Tupac's voice. You know what I'm saying?
If you're going to use Tupac's voice, at least throw in a Hennessy and Enemies rhyme in there.
I would have liked it. It would have been better if he would have used their cadence.
Yeah,
you know,
it was Drake rapping.
Yeah, because it was. I heard Drake rapping in Tupac's voice. Yeah. So if you're gonna go out, if you're gonna do it.
At least tell us to remember 𝐀𝐄 or something.
Hey man,
I think it would have hit a little harder for me if it was like just purely all comedic. Mm-hmm. You know, like it was like truly just kind of. It was just a joke. Mm-hmm. But then when he came in at the end, I was like, okay, you're just kind of saying.
Yeah.
You kind of lost me at the very end. So.
Yeah, man.
So Naughty Pie has an interesting thing. He says, hear me out on why I think it's a smart move by Drake. He's basically mocking Kendrick's approach to storytelling by switching voices and giving a verse from each perspective. It's more of a troll than a diss.
I can see that. I can see that.
Close but no cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Kendrick's, if he was going to tell a story, it's going to be way better than that.
Part 5 was a lot better than that. If that's the interpretation that you're going with, how he switched his face up in the video and how he was kind of rapping like he was, what's his name, Nipsey.
Yeah.
He was rapping like he was OJ. He was rapping like he was Juicy Smollett.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Justice for Juicy.
Yeah, but I don't know. Even if he was trolling, it was a all right attempt at trolling. I think.
Yeah,
it was clever, but it's not putting him up 1,000 points by anything. No,
I agree. I agree with you.